Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach when working with clients. We know that helping someone become the healthiest versions of themselves isn't just telling them what to eat. You have to look at a bunch of different factors. You have to look at a holistic approach: nutrition, sleep, stress, exercise, support system, and lifestyle. We help gym owners and coaches build professional nutrition programs without reinventing the wheel. I'm your host, Nicole Aucoin, registered dietitian and founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring. I'm also the author of The Basics of Nutrition Coaching, CrossFit Preferred Nutrition course. I'm going to teach you how to take one step at a time to build a successful nutrition program where you finally feel confident talking about nutrition to your members and your communities. Today, we are talking all about confidence. Today's guest is Cindy Dudas. She started working with Healthy Steps Nutrition as a client in October of 2020. That's right. She's been working with us for over a year. She signed up before her gym owners, Bob and Mark, signed up to partner with the Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring Program. I brought her on the podcast to share her experience as a client first, and now as a coach empowering her community at Clamtown CrossFit in Tuckerton, New Jersey. I hope I said that right. In this podcast, we discuss why she signed up as a client, what her program was like before partnering with the Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring Program, the transition to now having everyone under the Healthy Steps Nutrition umbrella, and some amazing things that are going on with their nutrition program now. I have to say, it is exponentially more fun to do these podcasts with people I've met in person. About a month ago, we hit the road to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. We went to visit the team at CrossFit Generation. They are doing some amazing things. Then we headed over to CrossFit Rockland, where Beth and Rob Young were so kind enough to open up their gym to host an HSN meetup for gym owners and coaches. Mark, one of the owners of Clamtown CrossFit, made the trip over. It was so great to meet him in person. I had the opportunity to work with Bob, Mark, and Cindy directly a few months before to help them revamp their intake process and use the sales binder that we released a few months ago. They ran with it. And Mark has had so many people sign up for their two highest tier packages of accountability, nutrition, and fitness since switching to this model. It's funny. You know when you say something to your members or you give them a cue, or maybe you say something to your kids a million times and they don't listen? But if someone else says the same exact thing, it's like a light bulb hit. Well, that's exactly what happened. Mark said, and I will quote him, "You guys, this sales binder is magic." And this is what happened. Everyone's heads perked up. They were interested to hear why. He went on to explain, "I literally just follow what HSN tells us and use the binder, and it works every time. Here is why it works. It's simple. It's client-centered. It's not about the sales process. It's about the transformation that you are helping your clients through, and he is so confident that he can help them. It's not about a sale for him. He knows that in order for his clients to see amazing results, they need nutrition, fitness, and accountability. And that is what he offers them. He's confident because he knows that Cindy is an absolute rock star and will help everyone create a healthy lifestyle through a simple habit-based approach powered by Healthy Steps Nutrition. Do you offer a professional habit-based coaching program in your gym? By adding this type of program and accountability, you are able to deepen the relationships with your clients, and you're truly a part of their transformations. Isn't that what we open gyms to do? Click the link in the show notes to see how you can partner with Healthy Steps Nutrition and let us take the guesswork out of doing it so that you can save time and not reinvent the wheel when building a professional nutrition coaching program. All right, let's get to this episode with Cindy. Enjoy. Cindy, welcome to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast.
Hi, Nicole. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm super excited to have you on today.
Well, I'm very excited to be here because there's a lot going on that I want to share.
You guys have so much going on. I was just in New York and I got to spend a Friday afternoon with one of the owners of Clamtown CrossFit, Mark. And then Saturday morning, briefly got to see Bob, and he was raving about how awesome you are doing heading up this nutrition program. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to bring you on this podcast so that we can talk about it.
Well, thank you very much for having me. That makes me feel really good.
So I want to backtrack. Why did you become a nutrition coach?
Well, I was doing CrossFit for a while. I became a CrossFit coach, L1, and I love doing that. And then Mark, one of the owners, Mark, approached me and he said, you know what? I've been doing a little bit more on the nutrition side myself, and I know that you are really interested in the gym and fitness. And he already knew that I was a blogger before this. I was, a influencer, I guess you could. I don't know. I hate using that word, but I have my own Instagram that's got a lot of healthy recipes and things on it. He said, I know that you're interested in that. Would you want to maybe take a course and start up a nutrition program for our gym? I said, you know what? I would absolutely love that. That would be right up my alley. I love cooking. And he's like, yeah, maybe you can make some food for people. And well, it was a lot going on. But so I took the precision nutrition course and I just loved it. And I ended up, he gave me a couple of remote clients just to start out with. And it was fun. It was really fun to just see people transform, you can see them in the gym transform their muscles and things like that. But without nutrition, it's like night and day, and you know that. So that's why I started it. And I really, every day, it's just better and better every day.
I love that. I think Precision Nutrition does a really good job teaching the fundamentals of a habit-based approach. I love those guys over there. We have a great partnership with Precision Nutrition, and they have a really good online course. But what happens a lot of times I hear is like, okay, I took this course and now I'm trying to piecemeal a nutrition program together. So you take the course and then you guys launch a nutrition program, right?
Yep.
How was it?
Yeah.
Looking back.
Looking back, wow. So it was chaos, really. Like it was, we did the best we could. And, the meeting with the people was fine. I could do my meetings, but then trying to reschedule new meetings and figure out what you need to do behind the scenes and just really, and then even more so marketing the program and trying to get more people in, it was just chaos. And, I maybe had 3 clients and I felt like every day it was just a full-time job, where now I personally have 30 clients and I feel like it's totally fine. There's this HSN really helped launch everything and make it so much easier. Just giving so many ideas, so many marketing tips, so much like just time management. It's just great.
I think I hear that often, right? Like we want to build something and have this program because at the end of the day, all of us want to just help our people, right? Like we are invested in them just as much as they're invested in their own transformation sometimes, and we want to help them. But I hear that pretty often, like, hey, I feel overwhelmed with 3 people and there's more people in my community that I need help with, and we got to figure this thing out. So you actually had an interesting way that you guys started the program. So I remember Mark sent me a message on Facebook and he's like, hey, I think it was in like January. He's like, I want to talk to you about adding nutrition. We have something, but we're looking to scale it and we need some help. So I was like, okay. I jump on a call and it's you, and you were in a basement, I remember. Yep. And Bob and Mark, and you guys were all just like, okay, this is where we're at and this is what we need. And then by the end of the call, you're like, I actually want to sign up as a client too.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the best thing that I think I could have possibly done to do all this for a lot of reasons. First and foremost, I feel like having myself be like a billboard for the program was important. I always thought I was pretty healthy. I never really ate too poorly, but I can hone it in. Everybody could, and I always feel like coaches need coaches. So I signed up for the program with, the blessing of Mark and Bob, and, that it's just helped. So I became healthier. And because of that, I now have a built-in mentor. really. I mean, we do all the mentoring calls with you guys, which is fantastic. Everybody's been great. I can't say enough nice things about your whole program, but having Ashley Osterman's my coach, she's absolutely wonderful. She's taught me so much about myself, but even more so, she's been like a mentor to me. To everything that she tells me, I've used with my own clients, and I've flat out asked her questions, and she's been wonderful and answered them for me. But she's been more of a mentor than she probably even knows. Just by her demeanor and just how I could, when I ask her questions and the way that she thinks about the answer and tells me, it's just helped me so much. I don't feel nervous talking to my own clients because I know what's works. I know what, she tells me some things, and if they work for me, they work. If they don't, we readjust. And it's just been wonderful.
I love that. I think you hit the nail on the head with like, hey, I'm not nervous because I know it worked for me. And I think one of the things that I hear from a lot of gym owners and coaches is like the lack of confidence, right? Like you go through an online course and it's not always that you're super confident when you get done with an online course because you haven't been through it, experienced it, role played, and like really been in the trenches. It's like, hey, I've read this thing. And now can I apply it confidently? Probably not. You need a lot of reps. So it was a really cool thing. And both Mark and Bob both said when I met them in person, like you were so confident right off the bat because you had experienced the program firsthand.
Yes, I really felt that way. I mean, before, when I did have those 2 or 3 clients beforehand, honestly, and I maybe I shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to, when I would talk to them and have my meeting, I kind of just thought, what am I going to do now? Like, I don't really even know what to tell them. What they've been doing hasn't been working. I'm scrambling to try to figure it out. But now I really do feel like I've gone through the gamut myself, everything that could possibly be an issue, other than, of course, some, glaring things. But I feel like I've gone through it. So if somebody says, you know what, I'm really hungry in the afternoon and, I don't know why. And I was like, well, do you eat breakfast? No, I haven't eaten breakfast. Well, there you go. And that's easy. That was my first habit that I had to get was eating breakfast. So I did it, and it's really funny how so many people are so similar, and they have their own differences and there might be little tweaks here and there that are different, but we're all the same. We all have the same similar issues, and it's just easy now that I know that from listening to Ashley and, just do it following her lead. It's just great to be able to tell that stuff to other people.
I love that. And the thing is like you didn't sign up for nutrition coaching, just do it for a couple of months. Like you've been working with Ashley for quite some time. So you've been through life situations and different things that have happened over the course of the past 10 months that Yep. Ashley's been able to like, hey, that's all right. Like, let's get back on track, or here's some things, here's some adjustments that we need to make to go back to your why of what you really want. And it helps to redirect. And I think you're right. Like coaches need coaches. We all need someone to help us stay accountable. And I'm glad that you did this because honestly, the reason why we are switching the training process is because of your story and how confident you guys and how you went from 3 clients to 33 clients and like no time really, if we think about it. And it's only continuing to grow. And many of those clients are ongoing clients that have been with you for longer than 4 months. Some of them even are still with you from a challenge that you did back in March.
Yeah, it's great. It really is great. I couldn't suggest this enough, like having, the coaches become clients first. We actually right now are in the process of, because we are growing pretty quick, getting a couple more coaches on board. So we've been talking about that. I said like, just to see if anybody's really, we have a couple people that are interested in it, but just to show them this is kind of what it entails. How about you come in and I'm going to do an initial consultation on you just to see if you're really interested in doing all of this, and so that's what we're kind of in the process of starting at this point. We are growing pretty fast.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 33 clients, most coaches can handle between 40 to at most 50 clients. And then it's like, all right, I need some backup here. I need some support. And then it's cool because then you have different people to bounce ideas off of, not just the mentor team, and you have a team approach. All right, I want to dive into a couple of things. So there are some clients that you guys had before launching HSN that have stuck with you. Talk to me about the experience of onboarding them to the way we do things? What things are different? What do they like now? And what was the process for those people? Because that's always a question I get asked.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So I'm just thinking of one client in particular. She was with us beforehand. We did it, other challenges that a lot of gyms do, where it's kind of like, okay, you need to eat this for 30 days or whatever it is, before we kind of really realize that maybe that's not the best approach. We did all of that. So I'm just thinking of her. She did that. She stuck with it for a little while. And she's good. She's one of, she's a personal training client of one of the other coaches. So he was with her for a little while. And then when we started HSN, she jumped in with me. And it's a completely different approach. This, as you know, obviously you made the program. This is more about changing the habits, and it's more psychological really than it is about the food you're eating. And so she was with me for a little while, and then she's a personal training client of the other coach, so she stayed with him with nutrition as well, because it just was more convenient and easy. But I still talk with her, and she told me she really enjoys this approach a lot better because it gives her the reason why she eats the way she does, as opposed to having someone just say, no, don't eat that, or yes, you should eat this, or you need more of this in your diet. It's more about learning about why you're eating certain things, and she really enjoys that much better. She says she feels much more educated than she did before.
And I think at that point, it gives her the confidence to make this a lifestyle. And, what's interesting to me, and I did this when I opened up Healthy Steps Nutrition, is, you rely a lot on the tools, right? Like, okay, here's a meal plan. Here's what you need to eat. And in reality, like the more you do it, the more you realize it's less about the food and more about the relationship and the accountability and support that you have with a coach. I mean, you called Ashley, your nutrition coach, a mentor for you. And I would venture to say that a lot of your clients would say the same thing. Like, hey, you're my person that's there to support me. You're that person that has that accountability that's built into this gym, right? Like they're coming to see you in person. They have that relationship with you. And now it's just a deeper relationship that you have with them because you have more time to talk to them about all the things, not just what they're eating.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%.
What would you say is like the biggest surprise for you as a coach, switching to more of like a habit-based and, the accountability, putting more focus on that? What was the biggest surprise to you as you were launching this program? Like, don't I just need to tell people what to eat, or?
Well, okay. That's a good question. I have to say the biggest surprise to me was that most people actually need to eat more food. That was so surprising to me. And it's really not about the food. It's really about consistency and having a goal. That was so surprising. I have one client who she's the most surprising of all. She actually added, I want to say 40 grams of protein a day. And she's lost 7 pounds of fat.
Wow.
Because of that. And it's just still boggling my mind, that she's added food and lost fat. And it's boggled her mind too. It's amazing. And I use her as an example a lot of times for a lot of people because they keep telling me, I don't eat. I don't even eat. I don't know how I'm not losing weight. I'm like, well, it's because it's not about the food you're eating. It's, how and when and with whom and at what time and what are you doing otherwise and things like that. So that was a big shock to me.
I love that. So you added food in and the truth is when you essentially starve yourself, right? Like you don't eat, your metabolic rate goes down and then you're not able to do all the other things in your life that you really want to do and be the best self outside of the gym. Were you fascinated when you started looking at like, okay, we need to look at stress, we need to look at sleep, we need to look at mindset and all of these other things that really are coaching the person too. And it's not, nutrition coaching isn't just tell me what to eat. It's like, let's look at the whole picture and help you become the best version of you.
Yeah, that is amazing to me. And most of the time too, that's a big thing with people is that they're not sleeping well at all. And for the most part, most of them don't even realize that it is because of what they're eating. A lot of them, I'm like, well, when was the last cup of coffee they had? Oh, 6 o'clock at night. Well, there you go.
Why don't we do an experiment where you try not drinking coffee after 12 and see how you
Yeah,
feel?
exactly. Like try an apple instead.
What would you say is, so you were a CrossFit coach before at Clamtown CrossFit. What would you say is like the biggest reward for you now adding this piece into the gym? Like how, from like a coaching perspective, like why is it important for you to be coaching your clients, not only with fitness, but also the other aspects?
Well, mostly because for the most part, most of my clients are CrossFitters who have been at our gym for a while now, and they've had gains. There's definitely been some good progress for everybody, but when they add that nutrition aspect into it, it's like whoa. They just go from being like 95% to being 110, and you're like, this is just watching their faces when they realize, whoa, if I just change how I eat a little bit, I can be this much stronger, or I can, have this much more endurance. That's the best part. I love that part. Watching everybody's face light up when they either get their measurements done or they go on the InBody and they see that they've lost so much fat and gained so much muscle. That's amazing.
And you being a part of that journey with them only deepens the relationship and the connection you have with them because you were a part of that transformation. It wasn't just, hey, you come into the gym. It's like, hey, I'm going to help you in all aspects of your life. And I'm going to venture to say that increases retention with clients because you truly are there to support them.
Oh, definitely, 100%. And I mean, and the good thing is like I was saying, most of the clients are gym members. So they're there. And so the other gym members see what they're doing and they can see the progress that they're making. Because, we meet right there in the gym. Everything is right there. So everybody that comes in, either they're coming before class, they do their InBody, they go to class, and they're so excited because, look what I just did today. And then everybody else says, oh my gosh, how do you do that? Well, just, sign up with the nutrition programs. It's going to bring you over the next level, so just, and that's how we've gotten most of our people, I would say. Well, I don't know about most, but at least half.
And that's how you increase the engagement with existing members, which is always a question, right? Like, how do I get my existing members bought in? It's like you do and support the people that are interested first and highlight the heck out of them and let them talk, they're going to be your best spokesperson. So a few months ago, I don't know exactly how long ago, but Mark reaches out and he's like, hey, Nicole, we need some help with the sales process. Like I need a little bit more help. I want to get more people started on this. I don't want to feel like I'm reselling them later. And we had already figured out the prices. Like you guys had already like packaged the programs you were using, like the old price sheets. And then I'm like, let's jump on a call, the three of us. And then we switch around to the new sales binder, right? I would venture to say Mark was one of the first gyms that had already graduated the training process. Like it's not even an option now. Like when you go through training, you are getting the sales binder because that's one of the pieces of the homework. But before, when you guys went through the training, it wasn't mandatory. So Mark switches it up and then he starts messaging me and he's like, Nicole, like every single person is getting started with nutrition and fitness. I'm like, well, because you're not selling a gym membership now. Like you're selling a transformation. You're the plan and the guide in these people's, journey. And the plan includes nutrition, fitness, and accountability. And I think it's just really amazing to what I personally get the most satisfaction out of is seeing you guys win, right? So like you did the thing and now you guys are almost every person is getting started with nutrition, fitness, and accountability at the gym at this point.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's actually even saying like, I'm getting bored selling this stuff. I'm just kidding. But he is like, I mean, he's an amazing salesman. He really is. He's incredible when it comes to he's really great at selling the product because he believes in it. It's not like it's just like he's seen it work. He's one of my clients. I don't know if you know that or not, but he's one of mine. So he knows that it works. Look at him. You've seen him. He's like, I don't know, 0% body fat. I don't even know what he is because he's like
he's
just
very
so
lean.
He's incredibly lean, and he's very passionate about it, and it shows. And everybody that he talks to wants what he's selling because he's perfect billboard for it. He's living proof that it works. So yeah, he's incredible.
when we look at gym owners always ask me like, is it required for me to go through the training? Yes, it's required because I need you to be as bought in as Mark is. And when you
Yep.
are bought in like that and you truly believe in it, it's so much easier to feel confident guiding people to get started with that option because you know how important it is to their success. Like you want to see your clients win. You're invested
Yeah.
in their journey. And if we can guide them to, get started with that. So I have a funny story. I don't know if I told you this, but we went to CrossFit Rockland and Mark came over. We had a little HSN meetup, which we're going to do many more of them in the next year. I'm super pumped about that. I don't think anyone at the meetup had already switched over to this binder. Like we've been talking about it. I've been shouting from the rooftops, but it takes a little bit of work to get it done. And like the template is done for you. It just takes a little bit of time to convert it over. And he's just like, you guys need to do it today. It's magic. It's magic. Like if you want to get people started with nutrition, fitness, and accountability, switch to this and do the role play call with them and it will work. And I think it was great because just as you were saying with your clients talking about the program and then people sign up for, your nutrition program, every single person was like, all right, I'm ready to do it. And now everyone has the binder that was at that meeting. So I hope any of our clients that are listening will live vicariously through that New York event meetup and be like, okay, Mark is telling me it's magic. I need to make it happen.
It's the truth. It's so funny too, because he went to your meeting about the binder. And then I swear to you, I think he got off of the meeting and called us all and was like, we're going to go do this. We're going to have a meeting with Nicole. We're going to do it right away. And we're like, okay. And literally after we got off the phone with you, they had the binder done and we were doing it.
And it's amazing. And the cool thing is, so you guys work with Lasso, with Sherman and Blake, and they do some of the marketing, like paid advertising. That is not our specialty. I do not handle any of that, but it's been incredible for Mark because it's like, we're doing all this lead stuff and, Lasso's handling that. And then every single person is getting started with the package that's $450, $550, but the value of that package is in the accountability and support that you guys are providing these people.
Yes, for sure. And it's really, it's been wonderful. Like just having the people coming in, the new people, it's really fun to watch them, all the new people because like I was saying, most of the people that I had for a longer period of time are the people that are already at the gym, but this new package, having the new people come in, they don't, I don't want to, that sounds terrible if I say they don't know the difference or they don't know any different, but it's great for them to start with all of this all together, because it's harder, as you know, to have somebody from the gym and then tell them later on that the nutrition is a great idea. Having everybody start with all of it right away is fantastic because then they get everything, they know what they're getting themselves into. They know that all of it's just as important as each component,
I think the way I look at it is like, we know that the first 90 days in someone's journey at a gym is like the most important, right? And we have that 12-week program. That's what everyone at HSN gets people started with, is a 12-week transformation. And, if you can get people bought in and seeing really amazing results in the first 90 days, I'm going to venture to say that you have them for a very long time. And because of the accountability and support and that relationship that you are building with them, it happens so much faster and you're actually not overwhelming them with too much information because you are only focusing on one thing at a time, but they have that accountability and support coming from you in-house.
Yes, definitely. And I'm being 100% honest when I tell you this, Nicole, like I haven't had anybody fail yet. Everybody's had some type of success within the first 2 to 3 weeks. Like everybody's seen something and it's amazing. I mean, besides obviously you're going to always have somebody who signs up for something and just is expecting it to be that magic pill and they're going to not really do much. But the people that are signing up, I think it's because of the price tag on it. They're saying, okay, well, I'm investing in myself. I need to do this and I'm going to put as much effort into it as I can. They're really succeeding. And it's so great to see. I mean, everybody that I say we started the binder, let's say, I don't know, about 2 months ago, maybe about. And so now the people are within their like 6 weeks range. Everybody's seeing success and it's so great. And I'm starting to talk to them about what do you want to do afterwards? Are you going to be sticking around? And mostly everybody said, oh yeah, I'm going to stay. So it's great.
I love that. I think you guys are doing such an amazing job. And what I love about your team, you, Bob, and Mark, you take action. Like, we talk about something and it's done and you're doing it. And, at the end of the day, we give the tools, but it's on you guys to facilitate them and use them to deepen the relationships that you have with your clients and help them see really incredible results.
Yeah, thank you. And you guys make it so easy. Like, everything is right there. I mean, you don't really leave anything that you just say, oh, here, go do it on your own. No, you give us every tool imaginable. And that is wonderful. I know I've said it before, but I really can't say enough. This has been such a different experience being with you guys, because like I said beforehand, it was chaotic. I didn't have all the ability to, I'm not very computer savvy. I'm not, I like to coach people. I'm not really good at the computer stuff, but you guys just gave us all the tools. You said, all right, here, Canva, just, throw your colors on there and change the name and you can use that. Well, great, because I don't know how to do any of that. So it works out great, and all the just sending out emails and using Acuity and just using different things. And so thank you for all of that, because it's really been incredible.
Well, you're so welcome. Thank you guys for trusting us to help you. And I'm super excited because you inspired this next evolution of the training, and coaches are going to come out so much more confident. It's been funny. We launched this a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I guess. And I think there's 9 people that have signed up since then. We've paired 9 gym owners and coaches, and the gym owners are like, no, I want it. And I'm like, and the coaches are like, no, I want the nutrition coach. And I'm like, all right, well, we need to pick one of you guys. And what my official recommendation is for gym owners and coaches that are going through the training is let the coach work with us so they can see it. And then you as a gym owner work with your coach that's going through training and be their first test client so that you can give them the authority that they need to, help other people in your community. So thank you for inspiring the next evolution of the training process.
Well, thanks for, letting us do that.
Cindy, you guys are going to do incredible things. You guys are in Southern Jersey. Tell me where people can find you.
So you can go to clamtown.fitness. And if you want to look for just the nutrition, you can do /nutrition. We're there. You can, if you're in South Jersey, come visit us. We're in Tuckerton, New Jersey. So if you want to just find us in there, you could just type in Clamtown and we'll come up. Mark is a computer genius, so I think you can just say the word Clamtown and it'll just show up on your phone. I don't know, but yeah, come on down because we have a lot of fun. We have a really good time. So yeah, get in touch with us.
I love it. And clearly you guys are just so passionate about helping people become the best and healthiest versions of themselves. And we know that process includes nutrition, fitness, and accountability. And you guys have it all in one place to support people in their transformation.
Yes. Thank you so much. It's been really a fun journey so far. I'm really looking forward to, what the future holds.
As always, one actionable step. I think one of the biggest reasons why they were so successful right off the bat is because Cindy saw the whole program from a client's experience. Now, the training process incorporates one person, either the gym owner or nutrition coach, going through the Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring training to get coached by one of our HSN HQ coaches. I think this is so important because it's going to show them what it looks like from a client's experience so that they can replicate it for their clients. It's going to help them feel confident. Just because you take an online course doesn't mean that you're going to feel confident. But if you can talk from experience, that's going to help increase your confidence. So, one actionable step. If you are the person who is getting people to sign up for nutrition and fitness, or you're the one that's doing those free intros in your gym, sign up for your nutrition coaching program. Encourage your coaches to sign up for your nutrition coaching program, even if they don't think they need it. To be honest, we all need coaches to help keep us accountable. This is going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to show you what it's like from a client's perspective. And 2, it's going to help you feel confident when you're talking about nutrition to your members and your communities. Every single gym owner and coach that's done this has been more successful in building their nutrition program. Think about that for a second. Every single gym owner and coach who signed up to work with HSN HQ, who runs our nutrition program, is more successful when building their nutrition program. You don't need to work with us. In fact, if you have a coach at your program and you're running HSN, sign up for nutrition with that coach. When you sign up for HSN mentoring, we're recommending that the coach is the one that goes through the training so that they can see what it's like from a client's perspective. Then the owner signs up under that coach. Let them be your first test client. Let your head coach be your second test client. Let them be able to talk about the program from experience. It is so much easier to get people bought in when someone else is talking about the service, not you. I hope you found this podcast helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. If you found this helpful, go ahead and tag another gym owner that you know. We know that by incorporating nutrition, fitness, and accountability, your clients are going to see better results. It's going to increase retention, and you as a gym owner are able to add revenue. It's a triple win. There's no reason why we shouldn't be doing this. All right, we'll see you back here next week.